We begin tonight with PHIVOLCS stressing that an explosive Taal eruption is still very much possible despite tamer crater activity in the past 24 hours. Rumblings deep within the volcano suggest magma is still building up. Mayan Los Baños has the story.
Covered in clouds of ash, it may not be visible, but PHIVOLCS assures Taal Volcano is still acting up. Lava fountaining at the main crater continues, although at weaker intensities, resulting in less ashfall. But this does not mean less danger, stressed the agency. More so now that fissures or cracks were reported in the towns of Lemery, Agoncillo, Talisay, and San Nicolas in Batangas. These, said PHIVOLCS, indicate that a huge volume of magma could be expelled by the volcano anytime.
Kapag meron po tayo na magma na tumutulak papunta po ng paakyat po ng bulkan, talagang nadideform niya na yung mas malaking area. Hindi lang yung Volcano Island. Ito po ay nangyari din noong 1911, no, na pagputok ng bulkan. Bago po nag-proceed o nag-progress sa climactic o yung explosive eruption.
Borna said geologic history could repeat itself. She described how in 1911, a low level of activity was recorded at the main crater on January 27th. The day after, fissures were recorded in some areas near the volcano. On January 29, explosive eruptions were recorded, while the climactic explosion occurred on January 30, 1911.
So, ang hinuhudyat ng malalakas na lindol at nung fissuring na nararanasan ngayon sa Batangas ay meron po tayong malaking volume ng magma na ini-intrude sa edifice at maaari po itong iputok bilang isang malakas na eruption.
Apart from those within the 14-kilometer radius, PHIVOLCS reiterated the need to evacuate areas where the fissures were discovered. Alert level 4 is still up, meaning base surges, volcanic tsunamis, landslides, and heavy ashfall may happen if a violent explosion occurs.
Pagdating sa lindol, gusto nating i-detach muna yung nakikita nyo visually doon sa nangyayari, patuloy yung malalakas na paglindol. Yung patuloy, most likely yung pag-angat ng magma. At obviously naman, umaangat yung magma kasi niluluwa doon sa ibabaw.
Some 300 tremors have been recorded since January 12, with intensities ranging from 1 to 5. Reporting for News 5, Mayan Los Baños, we are One News.
It's not only fissures PHIVOLCS is concerning itself with. They're also trying to measure sulfur dioxide content level in the air, a big amount of which they say would signify heightened volcanic activity. Ria Fernandez explains.
Even as Taal's volcanic activity wanes down, the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, or PHIVOLCS, continues its close monitoring for any seismic movements at the crater. To do this, they make use of this camera, the FlySpec. Using a laptop with the appropriate software, it helps determine the sulfur dioxide content in the air.
Pag po may SO2 na po tayo dun sa atmosphere, parang less na po yung ilaw. So, na nakakapasok kumpara po sa meron. So, ayun po. In a way po, parang sinusukat niya po yung amount ng liwanag na nakakapasok sa kanya. Mas mataas po yung nasusukat nating sulfur dioxide. So, pwede po siya mag-signify ng pagtaas ng activity po ng bulkan.
Another group of volcanologists went to Lemery, Batangas to test samples of ash to determine its volume and how much more the volcano could release. Pretty much like what they did in Mayon, but with Taal last exploding in 1977, estimation will be a challenge.
Mayon po kasi effective yung ginagawa namin na sampling kasi na-estimate namin yung erupted volume. So meron kaming parang expected number of volume na pwede pa niyang ilabas. Dito kasi ibang scenario na itong pinag-uusapan natin for Taal.
The team was supposed to proceed to their observatory in Talisay, but it's within a 14-kilometer radius from the volcano's crater, so they opted instead to assess the cracks spotted in Lemery.
Mahirap din po kasi sabihin kung nasang portion na tayo ng eruption. Pero definitely, wina-watch out natin yung signs such as fissuring.
All data collected will be sent to the PHIVOLCS headquarters for analyses, which then becomes the basis of the volcano's alert status. For News 5, Ria Fernandez, we are One News.
Let's check on the latest situation report of the Taal region from the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council. More than 9,000 families from Batangas and Cavite were affected by the continuing eruption of Taal. As of noon today, the NDRRMC said nearly 8,900 families were taking temporary shelter in 198 evacuation centers around the area. 3 road sections have in the meantime been closed due to ashfall. This would include the Tanawan-Talisay-Tagaytay Road in Batangas, the Tagaytay-Taal Lake Road, and the Tagaytay-Talisay Road in Cavite. Classes in all levels in both private and public schools in Cavite and Laguna will remain suspended tomorrow, January 15.